Hi, everybody. Welcome to the second segment, episode 233 of Sold with Updike Pugh. I'm Jeff Updike.
I'm Rustin Pugh, and today we thought we would talk about energy-saving tips that will also save you money. It is so hot outside.
It is.
You picked a great topic for today. We were batting it around earlier, and you're like, we need to do energy-saving tips. And you know what is so funny is that I was like, it's a great idea. Because there's huge discussion right now about like what does a kilowatt per hour cost, because we've seen that really go up. There's always a talk about what's happening on the Texas grid. We didn't even get into generators on this one. That's a whole other subject in and of itself. So we thought these are quick things that you can do on a weekend here at Home Depot. Some maybe a little more planning, but let's jump right in.
So number one, the biggest impact that you can have as just a normal, untrained homeowner in terms of being able to like get up in your attic or do anything is change out your light bulbs. And in many instances, you'll want to go ahead and change out the fixture, but a lot of times you could, like if you've got can lights, like many of us have had for many, many years, it is as simple as unscrewing the bulb and then screwing a little disc up into your light, and then the balance of it pops right back up into the same shell.
And what I love about it is that you can change the color temperature. So depending on the color of your paint, you can make it all work out seamlessly. And I'm sure you love the fact that they connect to your phones.
Absolutely. I mean, and you don't have to have them operate through your phones, but I do love the fact that, especially now, you can go from the full spectrum of light bulbs on them, which for a long time you were stuck with soft white, bright white, soft white, bright white. That was it.
I did this in my house, and it made a enormous difference. So we kind of wanted to see what this did, what kind of effect this had on an average house across the United States, and that apparently lights make up 15% of the average electricity used in a home, and changing to LED lights can save you an average of $225 a year. And
that's great.
That's a great get on that.
Number two is adding more insulation or improving the insulation in your home. We did this on Adrian's house 2 months ago, and I'm really excited to, like, probably the beginning of next summer, look at the energy usage over the last several years compared to 2023, the second half of 2023.
So Adrian used the same guy that we used.
Yep, that's right.
I will tell you this much, that we had it bid out right when we moved into the house and waited an entire year. And because that was also when they were having all the
everything was
going up, it doubled in price. Wow. I was like, golly. Anyway, I will tell you, it'll be interesting because Jason and I have watched, and we save anywhere from about $80 to $100 a month just in our house on that. So
it doesn't surprise, and a couple of the other benefits I think you get with adding more insulation, especially in the attic, is like in Adrian's house, we almost heard of echoes, I guess.
Really?
It's like the weight of the insulation doesn't allow sound to travel back and forth through it. It feels just a quieter, just a quieter home. And his air conditioner comes on and it runs for a few minutes, and then it'll go off, and it's off for a while, and it runs, and it used to run continuously.
He's going to see a huge jump this month. One of the other things that is really great to replace is upgrading windows. And this is one of the elements that we see a lot of times. Older homes have those single pane, but even homes that were built in the 80s that have double panes, they probably have lost their seal, and you can kind of see they look like they're foggy is the way we describe them inside of there. These are great to replace as well, just because they've lost that integrity, which is to keep the heat out and the heat in different months.
Yeah. And if you're going from single pane to double pane windows, the savings are just tremendous on that, because you can get argon glass or nitrogen filled glass, or I got argon in my sliding door going out off of my bedroom because it cuts down on the heat transference by like 80% of whatever the next level up of fill was.
Gosh.
Yeah, it was.
The other thing too, the difference between, I think, like new windows versus single pane windows, if we just look at that, single pane windows probably have sealant around it that's like cracked or let go. Plus, they're probably not latching all the way down. Newer windows are going to stop all of those drafts. And that's a really big grab right there as far as energy efficiencies.
Number 4 is to upgrade your appliances. And this is, it's one of the more expensive things that you do, but you are usually buying products that are going to last you a lot longer. They're going to run a lot more efficiently. If your refrigerator is, let's say that is your refrigerator running? Better catch it.
Sure. Oh, wow. You were waiting all week for that one.
So anyway, if your appliances are 15 years old, the versions that are out today are so much more energy efficient, and which is going to save you money.
Yeah. I was surprised to learn that 10 to 50% of electric consumption is done by appliances.
Wow.
Which is insane to me. But you're right, because the refrigerator is running all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Did you also know that it's better for a refrigerator to be completely full than empty?
Absolutely. Less space it has to cool.
And all the items that are in there that are cooled also help keep everything else cool. Who knew?
Number 5, install a programmable thermostat. Now these come in a variety of things. You can get the most simple programmable thermostat that doesn't even connect to your Wi-Fi if you don't want. Honeywell makes a really good low-end, low-cost product for that. But then you can also get up into the Echobees and the Nests and the Google. What kind do y'all have?
We have one that's specific to our AC unit, and so it's not either one of those.
Oh, is it programmable though?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're great. They remind you, hey, change your AC.
Yeah.
You set them on that schedule, so it goes all the way up to 79 when you're not home. You can actually have it where it detects that you're on your way home, and then they'll kick back down. So they're huge at money savings. And it's so funny because this is a product that 15, 20 years ago was nowhere near as advanced as it is today. And today, people are talking about, yeah, my apartment has one. And I'm like, they're that important now.
Yes, and there are many of them that are the newer ones that are coming out that even have used geo-targeting with it. So when one of the owners gets within a mile, it instantly sets it down to whatever temperature that you would like the house to be in. And, like my house is not going to get there by the time it's not going to be drop instantly, but
right,
it's at least going to be heading in the right direction.
What else is great about these is that you can connect to them in another country and turn your AC off if you forgot to do that, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Save money.
Number 6 is consider renewable energy sources. Solar panels, wind turbines. What else? Gosh,
the renewable there's a heat pump too, but we don't see that heat pump that pushes that. That's more like my brother has one of those, and they don't ever run their AC, I don't think, because it's so weird the way that it works. But the solar panel is huge in Texas right now. If you have a Twitter account, I'm sure that it geotags you're in Texas, and I bet every third ad you're going to get is about solar panels.
And there's a couple of different ways you can go. Like one of our friends, Lonnie, one of our clients and friends, Lonnie, installed solar panels in his home. He built a brand new home not very far from where I live, and he did the Tesla route. He also did the Tesla backup batteries, where when he is overproducing electricity, he gets to sell a limited amount of it back to the grid, and it's great. He said the cost versus savings benefit on it was through the roof for him.
Wired magazine came out last week, and the newest solar panels are glass and can be used in windows, and they think that could be the new direction where it all heads, which I'd be A-okay with.
And there are a lot of different ways that you can do the solar panels. If you choose that route, you can either lease them, you can buy them outright, you can do a combination of the two. We've had one customer that put solar panels on his house, and he didn't pay anything for the solar panels, but he paid an energy cost, which was a reduced energy cost, to the solar panel company based upon his usage.
I can't imagine why we all don't have solar panels in Texas, especially right now.
Yeah, I agree.
One of the interesting facts is that doing all of these things could save you anywhere from $6,000 to $1,000 a month on your utilities. Those are really great. I think that most of us could say, wow, that would be a really good bonus to have.
It could be. You know what we didn't even jump into? We didn't talk about any of the water savings or anything like that. There's so many ways that people could save money on owning their home.
Sounds like another subject for another day.
So we hope you found that helpful. If there are any other topics that you'd like for us to talk about or anything you'd like to know, please let us know.
And just remember, we want to be your realtors for life.
When you're ready to talk real estate, you can reach us online, by phone, or by text at 214-377-2223.
And remember, we want to be your realtors for life.